First, I'm going to put the protractor underneath the sheet protector, and it's really important that we keep the protractor still the whole time. And the first thing I'm going to do is trace the bottom edge, and I got to make sure that the sheet protector doesn't bunch up or wrinkle, okay? And then I'm going to trace the outside edge, and it's okay if you make a little mess up or mistake, as long as it's not too bad, like this part right here. Okay, the next most important thing, again, notice I'm not letting it move. The next most important thing is I put this dot right here. That is where any angle vertex, that's the point where the two lines come together, that's where we need to line that up. And then I'm going to need to make sure that I draw it very carefully on the two places where it's 0. So I'm not sure if you can see this well, but let's see if we can move that a little bit better. Okay. So you can see I've got the bottom edge of the protractor, the whole circle, and then the vertex hole and the 2 zeros, okay? And then I'm just gonna mark the 10s, okay? And notice I'm marking them all in the same place, like right here along this middle line, and I'm holding my plastic down so they're very accurate, okay? And now I'm gonna mark the 5s in between. All right, so now if I draw this away, you can see if I move the protractor away, I have a nice traced protractor. Now this is not as precise as we'd like a protractor to be, but given our limited materials, this is what we're gonna have to work with. So we know this is 90, and then we're counting by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm not gonna mark these because I don't want it to be too cluttered. So what that means is, let's say we have some angle, and I'm just gonna make some random angle, okay? Now, if you have an angle that looks like this, you can see it's gonna be really hard to measure because this line is so short. So we're going to extend this line. I'm gonna use a different color just so you can see. If you were doing this on a piece of paper, you'd take your pencil and you'd extend this line longer. And then you'd come over here and you put this is called the vertex right here, and we line up our 0 line right here, and then we see about where it is. So I know this is 90. We know that I'm measuring from this line to this line. We're trying to say how far open is that? So I'm gonna count up here, 10, 20, let's see, 10,